Good morning. Today I am doing some last minute market booth prep for our vending event Saturday, October 11th, which will be tomorrow because this video is going up on Friday. Right now I have helmet on because I'm on my scooter. I'm heading to the bank to get some cash so we have vending change, and then I'm going to pick up some snacks while I'm in that area. I'm going to hop into Target, I think, and grab a coffee as well because I haven't had a coffee yet. When I get back home, we're gonna pull some things out of the garage, do a little setup, and figure out what I want to take and what I don't want to take. This event, I don't want to bring as much as we brought to the Halloween swamp meet, so I'm gonna pull a few things. And there's rain in the forecast, so I have to figure out that as well. I did buy a tarp off of Amazon, so we're prepared. All right, let's hop on the scooter and get going to the bank. Back from going to the bank and Target for snacks, so I've got the cash for the event. Oh yeah, and I have pumpkin bread that we'll eat here in a little bit. My living room is a disaster zone right now. Look at this. Please don't judge. I pulled everything in that I am going to use today. I'm gonna do a one table practice setup with 3 of the grid walls. Originally, I was going to do 4. I was going to have 1 on each side and then 2 in the back. But with rain in the forecast, I don't think I want the one in the front. I want to keep that as clear as possible. I don't want any merchandise that direction. I did buy this box here from Amazon. I bought a tarp, and then I got 2 clear shower curtains and some rings. I'm going to put the shower curtains on my photography backdrop, not the stands, but the pole that holds the backdrop. I'm going to use the pole to hold the shower curtains and then attach it to my canopy somehow. I may have to use paracord to tie it to keep it secure. Which reminds me, I need to find the paracord. It's in one of these bags. What I want to do is get all of the stuff together that's going to be canopy related and have that all in one bag, so I'm not looking in several bags for display stuff. But the idea for the shower curtains, I got clear shower curtains to hang on each side of the opening, so I'll have like a little space in between. I'll have them tied to the side if it's not raining, but if it's raining, we're going to pull them just enough to kind of protect what's on the sides of the canopy coming in. I'll leave a doorway to come in. I got them in clear so you can see through them, so people can still see that we're there and we have stuff, just to protect everything a little better. And they were less than $5 a piece, and I got 2 of them, so no big deal. And then the tarp, I have these clamps that came with the sandbags, so I'm going to use these to attach the tarp to the canopy roof. All right, what else? I don't know. I want to set up the table that'll have all the crochet stuff because there's some things I want to pull. I don't want to bring the coasters. I want to see if I can maybe put a peg on the grid wall for keychains instead of bringing the little spinner for keychains and all of that. I want to prep as much as I can in advance today to make it easier the day of the event on Saturday. Oh yeah, we are vending at Not So Scary Fair, located out at Wonderwood Springs in St. John's, Oregon. That's Mike Bennett's place, his coffee shop and the indoor miniature golf. It'll be in the parking lot. And there is a slight chance of rain, so oh boy. But the event is totally free, family friendly, dogs are welcome, kids are welcome. There's going to be live goats, there's supposed to be some form of music and games and all kinds of fun activities, lots of vendors with spooky Halloween themed stuff. I'm excited. It's gonna be really great to be a part of it. We did this last year and it was so much fun and we did really, really well in sales. So I'm hoping that the rain doesn't scare people from coming and supporting this amazing event. So I am going to get busy on this little display, so I'll show you. I'm not going to do the whole thing, so I'm not going to do the dog table of stuff this time, just the crochet, because I'm going to pull stuff that I'm not going to take. We don't have as much time for setup at this event as we did at the Halloween swamp meet at Oaks Park that we did at the end of August. I think we had like almost 3 hours at that event, and this event load in is at 8:20 and we have to be ready to go by 10. So that doesn't give a whole lot of time to do a full setup. So as much as I can get done prepping now to make it easier for that, the better. So let's get to it.
3 hours later.
A little while later, and I forgot to time myself. Not that it matters. I'm doing this by myself and I'm only doing half of the display and not doing the pop-up tent. So obviously the day of the event is going to take a lot longer. But this is what I did so far, just to kind of get a better idea how I want to display this stuff. And this side is where I put the Gothic Beagle clothing for dogs and cats. So the tables will be butt up, giving this extra support. Plus I'll have sandbags on each of the legs and all of that. But this, I think, is how I want to do it. So I pulled out, I had 2 magnet boards. I pulled that out. I pulled the keychain carousel out, and I just put the keychains on pegs right there. We're not doing coasters except for the coffin ones and the bubbling witches cauldrons. So we took the wood coasters out and the wood coaster display rack because it just took up a lot of room. Yeah, so this is it. These are the things that I pulled out. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them. I'll put them back in the stock after the event, but I'm not going to take Homer because he's just too big. I have 2 of these, so I'm taking just the one. This is a balloon dog that reacts to black light. I might actually put that on Etsy. And then we've got a bunch of these pumpkins. I have a whole bunch already in the display, so these are just extras. These are coasters that I don't know, they just don't sell. Extra pegs. I had a couple extra F-bombs in the same color, so I pulled those so it wasn't so crowded. Yeah, so after the event, I might put some of this on my Etsy shop. I know I've been neglecting it. I am so bad. I've been so busy, but I will get to it sometime soon, I promise. And now I have to figure out what to do with all that mess. I got to organize it. The only thing I want to make to add to this display is axolotls. They are a big hit, and I sold out of all of the ones at the last event. So I need to make a few more. I'd like to have at least 5, and they could just kind of go in here with these turtles, or these sea turtles could go in with the land turtles, and axolotls can go there. I do have another basket I could use. So I don't know. We'll figure it out the day of the event. I think I have enough octopus. What was the other big seller? Oh, zombies were a big seller, but I think we're good. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I have enough time, I'll try to make 2 more. I like a nice even 10. That'd be great. Okay, so now to pack this up in a more organized fashion. I am so glad I do a prep before an event, because I'm sitting here trying to zip my canopy walls together and they don't fit together. I have 2 side walls that have like unzip windows that I bought together, and then the back wall I bought separately, and I thought they were the same company. They do not zip together. So that means I have to scrounge around in the garage and try to find my old canopy walls, which kind of sucks because they're a thin beigey color. Ugh. I am going to bring the black back wall, and we can Velcro it to the canopy on the inside so it's black behind us, and the rest is just going to have to be that ugly beige with a red roof and a black tarp. Oh, this is going to look funky. It's going to be like Frankenstein, but it is what it is. It'll at least keep us dry. I might be able to bring these side walls and just Velcro them on the inside so it's black on the inside and ugly beige on the outside. I mean, who cares what it looks like on the outside? And that'll give us an extra layer of protection, maybe? I'll see if they fit. Let's go find those beige ones.
15 minutes later.
Well, crap. I just ran into another snag. The canopy walls that I thought I had that were the thin beige that zipped together, I can't find them. And then I remembered our garage was broken into a couple years ago and some things got stolen, and I think those were part of it. So, oh boy, I don't know what to do. I think I'm going to look on Amazon, see if I can get something overnight. Fingers crossed.
Moments later.
Thank the stars for Amazon next day delivery. I just put in an order. I found a 3-wall pack for just $40 in black. So awesome. These I guess I will just put in the garage as backup. These ones were great for when I don't have to have a seamless zip together. I'm so frustrated that I had to spend an additional $40, but I'd rather do it now than be at the event and have this be an issue where they don't zip together. So that's why I always do some sort of a practice setup. So I think now I just got to get things sorted and staged in the garage area so it's just easy to load in or load up the car and all that. I still have a couple things I need to charge. I need to charge the Square reader and my phone. Obviously, I'm still going to use my phone. I need to charge the GoPro. And we're taking a Jackery, well, it's not a Jackery brand, but it's like a Jackery. It's a battery box, almost like a compressor. Not a compressor. No, wrong thing. Generator. God, I'm tired. I've been at this for hours. It's kind of like a generator, but it's not. It's a portable battery charger that we can plug things into. So I usually plug in the canopy lights, both mine and Pete's cell phone, the Square reader. In the summer, we had fans plugged into it, but we don't need to pack fans for this event, so that's great. I do need to remember to pack a towel of some sort because things are going to get wet and I want to dry them off the best I can as we're packing. And then I have to remember Sunday to pull everything out and let it like hang around in the garage to dry. Otherwise everything's going to get ruined with moisture. Oh boy. Okay, I have a few more things I need to clean up in the living room. It's a hot mess. Oh boy, I'll be back. All right, I got my mess cleaned up. Got everything back in the garage, all staged and ready to go, except for this stuff. This is the merchandise. I don't want to put my crocheted or dog sewing stuff in the garage just because of moisture. Although they are in these plastic bags, so they are fine. They're just going to live here. Everything else is in the garage. This is the tarp and the canopy roof. Tomorrow the walls will come, so I'll zip the walls up and then we'll add them to this bag. Everything that may potentially get wet is going to have its own bag separate from everything else. So I still have these shower curtains that I want to add the rings to. And I have my vending apron here that we need to do a little sewing. So we'll do that here in a minute. I need to stitch some of the patches that are starting to peel up, like this guy. I just need to take the sewing machine to it. And I have a brand new patch that I want to add. My friend from Junkyard Witch made me this beautiful Gothic Beagle patch that we're going to put right there. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that. All right, but first, let's get this done. And then we'll take that upstairs and get that done. You gonna help me? Look at Sky. She totally took over Shorty's kennel. All snuggled on her pillow with her blanket. What are you doing in the kennel? That's Shorty's space. I ended up putting another pillow on top so that they can like have bunk beds. Sky, you are so strange. She'll play with tennis balls instead of catnip toys. And Shorty will play with the catnip toys. It's weird. I love you. Welcome to my messy desk. Oh boy, I have all kinds of things happening. So these are charging. These are little USB lights. They're LED camping lantern rechargeable lights. I thought they would be great to use somewhere in the display canopy area. These are magnets and they also have little clips so they can clip onto something. Like I was thinking maybe the grid, we use grids like these to display my catnip bats. So maybe we could put one of these on the inside where we are behind the table. And that way we can keep a light on things like the sale bags, the square reader, etc. And I just finished charging that, so now I gotta pack it up so I don't forget it. Yeah, so I think these are done actually. Yeah, those are done. Okay, so next is to put this patch on the apron. Had a hard time with the patches that are on the pocket, just maneuvering them around. And oh yeah, a lot of F-bombs. But every single patch is stitched down except this one's corner right here. I couldn't get my sewing machine to get over there without breaking a needle. So it's fine. At least it's stitched on 3 out of the 4 corners. And it's Porter's whiskey. It's not an important patch. But here we are. Here's my apron all done. What I do is I use this as my cash box. I keep it wrapped around my waist so all the money is always on me. That way no one can steal it. Because I know I've mentioned it here before when I've done market prep. I was at an event years ago and one of my vendor neighbors had their cash box stolen. So ever since then, there's no way I'm going to use a cash box or even a money bag or anything sitting out on the table. I am still kind of a little iffy about having my cell phone on the table, but I use my cell phone to control the sales with the Square app. So I have to have my cell phone. But at least the tablecloth that I use, on the table that I sit behind, it has pockets. I took old bar aprons from an old job I had years ago, and I cut the strings off, and then I sewed the aprons. I had 3 of them. I sewed them side by side along the length of the tablecloth, so I have pockets. And that's where I'll keep my sail bags, miscellaneous tools, pens, my cell phone, etc. So nothing is on the table. And then this is my cash box. So there's the Gothic Beagle patch that I just got from Junkyard Witch. I was going to iron it and use liquid stitch, but instead I just sewed it with the sewing machine. That way it's on there strong, and if I decide I don't want it here, I can just use a seam ripper. It's not attached yet completely, but all the other ones are. I've been collecting different patches from various other vendors at events that I'm at, and I also got some from Spirit Halloween, and these 2 came from Joanne, the Stitch Witch and Hooked on Crochet. And then we have one from Weird Meadery. I love it. It looks so good. What time is it? Oh my God, it is 9:45 already p.m. This day got away from me really fast. Holy smokes. I was hoping to get some crocheting done, but I don't know how late I want to stay up, because I want to try to get up early tomorrow and get a lot of stuff done around the house. I'm supposed to meet up with my friend Kevin. Oh gosh, I'm glad I did all the bank and Target snacks today, because my Friday is going to be busy getting last minute prep done off camera, getting the house in order. Oh boy. Hopefully I could get some crocheting done. I have 1 axolotl. I would like to have 10. I still have to edit this video before I go to bed. Oh, geez. Okay, I'm going to let you guys go so I can go do that. Enjoy your day. Thanks for watching all the things. I'll see you again tomorrow for another day of Vlogoween. Oh, hey, wait. Before I go, if you're in the Portland area and you're not doing anything on Saturday, which will be tomorrow for you guys, October 11th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., I will be one of many vendors at the Not So Scary Fair located at Wonderwood Springs. I'll leave the address in the description because I don't know what it is off the top of my head. It's a free event. It would be awesome to see you. Come by, say hi, get something for yourself or a friend or your dog or cat or neighbor. Anyway, I'm really tired. I will see you again tomorrow. Bye.